Hi girls, Mr. Gilmore here. Today we're going to be having a look at sets again. We're going to try to finish off this section. So in order to be able to do this section, I'm going to say you need to know sets, the universal, intersection and union, as well as cardinality. So, set intersection, that's your N kind of symbol, union is your U kind of symbol. What is in both of two sets, what is in either of two sets. Universal, that's your kind of U with a tail. That is the total amount of total amount of elements within the system. And cardinality, that's your little hashtag symbol representing the number of elements within a set. And today we're going to learn how to display information and solve real-world problems using this information. So this stuff isn't actually going to be wildly off the cuff. What we'll need to be able to keep an eye out for are the common pitfalls. So I'd say this video is quite important because every single time I explain this, someone ends up doing one of the mistakes I'm going to mention in this video. But the easiest way to approach it is to just look at a real-world problem straight away. So, in a class of 30 pupils, 17 study German, 16 study Spanish, and 5 study both German and Spanish. So, if I just look at that and I just imagine each student as an element in a set, I can go, okay, the cardinality, the number of values in the universal. A universal is going to be the class. The universal is 30. Number of German speaking students, 17. Number of Spanish speaking students, 16. And then the number of students studying both German and Spanish is 5, okay? And normally when I would see a situation like that, this is the first thing I'd write out for myself. I just go, okay, what are the numbers here? And the question says, represent this information on a Venn diagram. Now, obviously, this is, you can see it's green. You can see it's one of the examples in your book. I'm going through it step by step, just so that you can see where the reasoning comes from above all else. So I've got a little graph here, and I would say the most common thing that people do is they go, okay, 17 here, 16 here, 5 here. Now, if you count that up, that's saying you've got 38 students in the class. That's not true. So what you're going to have to remember here is, that the cardinality of G, of the German-speaking students, is 17. So you've got 17 students in this whole circle, okay? So let's just go 17 here. Same thing for Spanish. You've got 16 students in total in this whole section here. So we'll pop 16 in here. And we'll just go, okay, there needs to be 16 in total here, 17 in total here. And we need to know that there's 5 here, okay? So if there's 5 students already in this section, how many are going to be in this section if the total circle is going to be 16? Well, that's going to be 11, right? Because 16 take away 5 is 11. Same logic here. German, 17 students in total in this full circle. 5 in the center, so 12 outside the center. Okay. So now we've got something a bit more realistic. Now, how many students do we have in total in that situation? Well, we've got 12 and 5, that's 17, plus 11, that's 28. But there's 30 students in total in the class. So we know there's 2 students who take neither German or Spanish. And that's how we end up filling out that set. Now, you'll notice I haven't putting points next to any of these numbers. That's because they aren't elements. We're saying there's 11 elements in here. So really there's 5 dots in this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11 here. There's 12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 12 there and 2 here. Now you can see drawing in those dots, that's a waste of your time. That's a lot of extra work. So we just don't do it. We just write in the numbers. We ignore these dots, okay? So how many students study German only? So that's going to be the students who take German but not Spanish. So that'll just be 12. So, sorry. Section 1, that's going to be 12. Spanish only, so that's the number in the Spanish section without the center section. So that will be 11. And then neither German nor Spanish. So take neither German or Spanish, not in either of these sections. Well, that's your 2 down here, right? That's all we're doing. Let's have a swing at 1 or 2 more, and then I'll set you girls some homework. So, in the given Venn diagram, U is the set of teenagers in a youth club. P is the set of teenagers who use PlayStation. I love that they say use PlayStation. Like, I've never heard anyone say, use PlayStation. I mean, PlayStation user. Play. I'm just going to replace use with play each time, because it's driving me up the wall. So play, 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 and play. There we go. So, U is the set of teenagers in a youth club. P is the set of teenagers who play PlayStation. X is the set of teenagers who play Xbox. How many teenagers play PlayStation? Now, some people would look at this and instantly just give 28. 28 is the total number of teenagers who only play PlayStation. But you have to include the ones who play both, right? So 28 plus 12. Change back to black there. 28 plus 12. That's going to be 40. How many teenagers play Xbox? Again, we can't just look at this. We have to look at both of these, because it's not saying Xbox only. It's saying play Xbox. Total number, that's both those who play Xbox and those who play both. So 21 plus 12, that's going to be, sorry, that's going to be 33. How many teenagers play PlayStation only? So the only here is very important. So now we're looking at only those who play PlayStation. That'll be 28. And finally, how many teenagers play neither of these games? So play neither these. Why are they saying games? They're not games. They're consoles. Play neither of these consoles. How many teenagers play neither of these consoles? Well, that'll be 14. There we go. So let's look at one where they haven't given us the values and we're filling it in again. So copy the given Venn diagram and fill in the 4 regions. U is 42, A is 21, B is 18, A intersection B is 6. Okay, so again, I don't want to see people just going, 21 here, 18 here, 6 here. That is wrong. If I start to see that, I'm going to know that you didn't watch the video, because that is a major oversight, okay? So let's just start by putting brackets next to these values. We'll go 42 here. A is 21, so we know there's 21 in total in this. B is 18, so we know there's 18 in total in this section. And A intersection B, that's 6. Okay, so A intersection B, that is definitely 6, okay? So now we can go, okay, A is 21 in total. So this section here is going to be 21 take away 6, so that the total is 21. So 15 here, so you can see these two added together make 21. This section here is going to be what we need so that these two values added together make 18. So 12 plus 6 equals 18, so that fits in fine. And how many do we have in total here? So 15 plus 6 is 21, plus 12 is 33. So there's 33 in total here, and there needs to be 42 in the total section. So 33 plus 9, that's 42. And if you add up 15, 6, 12, and 9, take out a calculator, add those up. You should find 42. And if you don't find 42, you know you've done something wrong. Yeah, 42. There we go. So even I am still checking, have I gotten the correct number for each one? Okay, so the first question is asking, what is the cardinality of A union B? How many values are in both A and B? That's going to be 15 plus 6 plus 12. We've already done that. That's 33. For some reason I wrote that down as part 2 of this question, not just 1. Okay. Part 2, the cardinality of B complement. So the stuff not in B. So 15 and 9 are both not in B. So 15 plus 9, that's going to be 24. And then part 3, the cardinality of A union B complement. Now, this is fairly crucial. Okay, so A union B is all the stuff in here, right? In these two circles. We want the stuff not in either of these sets. So we're going to go, okay, 9 is the only value not in either of those sets. So the only cardinality. So we get 9 here. Okay, girls? Fantastic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to set you girls some work. Can we do pages 48 and 49? And do questions 1 through 10 for me there, please. Thank you very much, girls. As always, please feel free to contact me if you do have any questions. All the best. Bye-bye.